All right, what's up, everybody? Let's just hop right into it. Today, I'm going to be talking about why you choose Zoho One as your CRM. So, going on into it, this is Zoho One. It's an operating system for business, as it says. I'm first just going to talk about why I choose Zoho One because of the pricing. Because if you're a small, medium-sized, large-sized company, it doesn't matter. You're always looking down to crack down on pricing and save as much money as possible. Comparing Zoho One with one of the competing CRMs, I would say in its platform, what I would say is Salesforce. So this is going to be about 9 to 10 times cheaper than Salesforce because, as you can see, if you get it for all of your employees, it's going to be $37 per month per employee billed annually. And so you just pay that lump sum annually. But let me tell you, this is such an awesome platform. It's so cheap for what you get. Competitors such as like HubSpot, other CRMs like that, they really aren't at this size. This is on a whole nother level. And I'm just going to go through and talk about what each app is, what they do. I'm not going to go too far in depth. I'm going to make videos later on that, but I'm just going to talk about why choose Zoho One, what you get for what you pay for, and so on. So what Zoho One is basically a collection of apps that you can assign to your users that do many, many different things. These apps are about 40 plus, but they're coming out with new ones every single year. I see them all the time. For instance, this data prep app, this came out in 2022. Data prep is awesome for cleaning data. It's a very simple app, also very intuitive, but you just load your data in, you tell it how you want to clean it, and it spits out your data but cleaned. It's perfect. I'm not going to go too far into that because it has a very specific use case. Going into Zoho Flow. Zoho Flow, if you've used automation tools like Zapier, stuff like that, basically it just allows you to integrate outside platforms you might use, like lead generation softwares, property management softwares. It allows you to integrate that in with Zoho CRM and also automate different things. So let's say when a new lead generates, you could get a webhook from whatever platform you're using and just plug that in right on in there. I'm going to make a video later on how to use Zoho Flow. It's so intuitive, so easy, and it works really, really well. Zoho People is your staff management platform. It tracks hours. It allows people to clock in and out. You can enable geofencing, meaning that they can only clock in and out from your office. It tells you at the end of the week how many hours they worked for payroll. It's an amazing app. Going on to Zoho Expense, this is your expense tracking software. So if you're making, expenses or purchases every other day, once a week, or you're having your staff make purchases for you, you really want to keep track of all those expenses, all those receipts for your taxes. This just allows you just to scan the receipt and it'll use its AI to plug in everything. So easy and quick. Zoho Sign, it's basically like the equivalent of DocuSign. You could create your own contracts, send them out to your customers, have them sign it, and you'll receive that back. It's that easy. It's that simple. It allows them to sign with their finger, allows them to do their initials, works with everything. Okay. Zoho Projects. This is great if you are a company that you're taking on multiple projects on a time, whether it's developing properties, whether it's installing, solar, installing security, whatever it is. This just allows you to track the status of those projects very easily. It also allows your customers to get a portal to see the status of their project. So that works really well as well. Zoho Survey, this is great for sending out mass surveys to either your employees, to people that you're working with to see if they liked working with you, and just get all that feedback. It allows multiple testing, so you can send out, if you have 100 customers, you could choose 50 of those, send one survey out to them, and choose 50 and send another out to them, and then compare the results if one survey template works better than the other. Zoho Sites is amazing. It's the equivalent of WordPress. It allows you to create your website, you can do a chat bot in there. It allows you to do a lot of different really cool stuff. If you know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you can also plug in custom code in there. It also works really well with connecting with all your other services. And so you could use that information you get on your website to send to other applications throughout your CRM. They all integrate very well with each other. That's another thing that's really, really awesome about Zoho One is the integration. Okay, marketing automation. This just allows you to send mass texts, mass emails, daily, weekly, monthly. It just really takes care of all the headache of that. You just have to create the content and plug it into marketing automation, and it'll take care of the rest. Campaigns works really, really well with marketing automation. Say you're a sales team, and you're going to go blitz the crap out of a neighborhood or a city, and you want to send an email or a letter or something like that to everyone that you have contact information in that neighborhood or city. Zoho Campaigns is the perfect way to do that. Zoho Forms allows you to create forms, really. But the really cool thing about this is you can make them public, meaning you could create a URL for them, and you could send them to all of your customers. You can, just send them out to your employees. You can make them public, private. You could create field validations. So if they could, if they enter this, then do that, those kind of things. Zoho Forms is amazing. You could also put them into your website with Zoho Sites. You could put them all over the place. I love them. Zoho Commerce would be probably the equivalent of WooCommerce. In fact, I believe it integrates with WooCommerce, and it integrates with Shopify, stuff like that. It allows you to set, and going down the road, I'll show you what else it integrates with. But it allows you to sell your products, keep track of your inventory, communicate with your customers, send invoices, stuff like that. Zoho Bookings is basically something that you could have for all of your accounts, and it allows customers to schedule appointments with you. So if you're a sales team, it allows your customers to book appointments with your sales team, and you could send reminders, you can email reminders, text reminders, whatever. Amazing. Zoho Contracts, it is just a more formatted way of Zoho Sign. In fact, Zoho Sign integrates with Zoho Contracts. So if you have a lease that you would like to send to one of your tenants, you can type up that lease agreement on Contracts, integrate it with Zoho Sign, send that lease agreement off to your tenant, and they could sign it, and it'll come right back to you. Okay, Zoho Checkout. Zoho Checkout allows your customers to send you payments, typically one-time payments in your website, your different applications you're creating, your different, everything. It just integrates really well with various platforms like Stripe. I know it integrates with PayPal. It integrates with a couple different ones as well, but it allows your customers to send you one-time payments. Of course, whatever platform you integrate with typically collects a fee, but Zoho Checkout doesn't collect a fee on top of that. Okay. Zoho Invoice allows you to create and send invoices to customers, and then it's really nice for tracking those invoices. So whether those invoices are still sitting in their mailbox, whether they've opened them, whether they've, paid it off. It just allows you to track and manage everything really well. Zoho Subscriptions is like Zoho Checkout, so it's great for collecting and sending bills and collecting payments from customers, from tenants, but it's great for, automating that on a monthly basis. So you don't need to send out an invoice every single month. Just once they register, it'll automatically bill them every single month. Okay, it's a very sticky business model. It's great. Sales Inbox, it's basically like, think of your own mailbox, but for a team that's shared, and you can create so many different categories and do so much like automation and customization in Sales Inbox to really effectively run a team mailbox. I know it sounds simple, but it's really not. But you can do so many really cool features with Sales Inbox. That's another video for a time to come. Zoho CRM, this is going to be like your main hub. This is going to store almost all of your information of all your accounts, your leads, your contacts. It'll have all your reports. You could actually, in fact, open most of these apps inside Zoho CRM. That's how powerful it is. Many videos on ZohoCRM.com. It's amazing. This will just kind of think of it as like your employee or your main database for all of your information. You could access all your information from any of these apps inside Zoho CRM for the most part. Okay, Zoho Creator, this is outstanding. This allows you to create low-code applications. You could put them on the Apple Store, the Google Play Store. You could customize them. You can do all really cool tricks with Zoho Creator, and create apps for clients. You could create apps for your own company. Just very customizable, very easy to understand. You don't need to know much about software or code to get started. This, honestly, Zoho Creator should be like a $40 app in and of its own. It's amazing. Zoho Analytics, think Power BI, stuff like that. It allows you to get all the information from all of your different apps in one place, generate reports, send those reports out. Just really quick, clean, easy to understand. You could view reports so easily. It's amazing. Zoho Assist, this is really cool. This is kind of like FaceTime, but a little bit better. Okay, so let's say I have Zoho Assist, obviously, because I have the Zoho CRM platform, and I need to help out my customer. But my customer is like 5 states away, a country away. They could just download Zoho Assist. We would have a meeting, a virtual meeting, and in which they could share their camera. And at any point, I could just hit click, and it'll take a snapshot of what I'm seeing on their end. So say I sent a product. They say the product's malfunctioning. We set up a Zoho Assist meeting. All they do is get a text, download the app, open it up. They could show me what it is. It also integrates with different AI tools, so you could see, you could use all of those features. Zoho Click, again, this could be a $30 app in of its own. It's basically it's basically Slack communications. If you don't know what that is, it's just a very easy way to communicate with anyone in your company, any account. You don't need to know their email. You don't need to know their phone number. All you need to know is their name, and you could you can message them. You can also create groups with people. You could share videos. You could share links. You could share photos, and that's right in every single app, and it's just amazing. You can create channels. It's awesome. Okay, Zoho Desk. This is going to be your customer support tool. So this will also allow you to create a different portal, so where you can store like your frequently asked questions. It integrates with Zoho Sites really well that way. If a customer calls and reports a problem, it allows you to create a ticket and manage the progress of that ticket. Thousands and thousands of use cases I can think of, but absolutely outstanding for managing customer issues. Okay, Zoho Lens, very similar to Zoho Assist. Okay, it's a little bit just for the mobile. Think about this for the web and this for the mobile. So it allows your customer to download the app on their mobile. It's a little bit easier to use. You could view their screen on your computer though, and you could get a little bit of a better view, get a little bit better insight to what's going on. Also, if you're conducting surveys, we've used this in the past, where I would have one of my survey technicians download Zoho Lens. We'd connect, and I would just get all the information I need virtually, take my different snapshots, use my AI tools to capture all that data. Zoho Meetings, this is going to be amazing. I'm going to be on repeat. This could be another $30 app in of its own. This is Zoom. You could create your meetings. You could schedule reoccurring meetings. So say you have an office meeting every time at 8 a.m. and your team is spread out throughout the country. You just schedule a Zoho meeting. They all have the link. They could all just click on and add on. You could download meetings so that those that were like maybe sick or taking vacation, they could review them when they get back. It's awesome. Notebook, it's pretty simple. It's just a notebook. So I'm not going to spend too much time there. There are some really nifty features in it that makes it much better than just like your Word notebook. But more of that to come later. Sales IQ. Sales IQ integrates with Zoho Sites, integrates with any of your web applications. That allows you to track your customers when they're on your website. So if you want to know what their doing if you want to know where they're logging in from. So if they're logging in from, or they're coming onto your website from like an iPhone, an Android, a computer, it just allows you to get a lot more information about your customer. If your customer's coming on an iPhone, you could probably, make some assumptions about that. If they're spending more time on certain pages of your website, what they're interacting with, you could probably tell what they're more interested in. This will also allow you to custom code a chatbot. It's really cool. See where your customers are coming onto your website from. It's amazing. Zoho Sheets, it's Excel, but it integrates with all your different apps. So is that easy? Is that amazing? It's not hard at all. You could use these different apps as like a database for your Zoho Sheet, and create custom tables really well. Zoho Show, not a ton of features. They're still kind of building this app out. It came out in 2021, if I'm correct. But basically, it allows you to create like a presentation or, yeah, I would just say mainly like that, a presentation or videos, and just kind of store them in one place. Not great for like training videos. There's another app for that. But yeah, going to my unassigned apps, these are the apps so I'm on a trial account right now, so I'm only using certain ones at certain stages. But yeah, so our unassigned apps, Zoho Backstage, this is another one of their apps they're kind of still building out. It doesn't have a ton of functionality. But if you do have like corporate events, this is a perfect app for that. You could create all the hype, you could organize all your corporate events, and create it in Backstage, and all your customers will, or all your employees will know about it. Or even if you're just having an event that your customers should come to, it's a great way to organize that event. Zoho Bigin, so we talked about Zoho Projects over here. Zoho Projects, Zoho Bigin is like a smaller, more agile process of Zoho Bigin. It just allows you to create and manage your projects more effectively and streamline them for your business. This is going to be better for small businesses. Once you're a medium to large scale business, you'll really more just use Zoho Projects. Zoho Books, this should be a $60 app in of its own. It's the equivalent of QuickBooks. It integrates with your sites, with your commerce, with your inventory, with how much you're paying your employees. It integrates with absolutely everything. This is where you could keep all of your expenses, your invoices, everything. All of your money could be managed here. Zoho Mail is just an email that you could create for you and all of your employees that can be used. It's great. In Zoho Mail, you can do so much different automation, so many customizations that you can't do with like Gmail or Outlook. You'll be really impressed. PageSense, this is another thing that integrates well with your websites. Just gives you a little bit more testing and availability. You can see right here, you can do A/B testing. I'll explain more about that in a future video to come. It's just an amazing tool you could use to gain information from your customers that visit your website. Team Inbox, this is going to be very, very similar to Sales Inbox. There we go. But Sales Inbox is going to be more geared at improving employee or team performance. Team Inbox is going to be better for collaborating and working together. Okay. Going into the last couple apps, Zoho Connect, this is going to be basically a social network for only your employees. So if you have a corporate announcement that you don't want to make over like Instagram, LinkedIn, something like that, you're a private company, you can just post that in there. Your employees can interact with one each other. Think of, maybe not quite as cool, but version of LinkedIn or, maybe even Instagram, but not quite as cool for your employees. Zoho Learn, if you have training videos or material that your employees need to go through, this is perfect. Just keep all your information, all your videos in Zoho Learn and have them go through. You could create a course, have them go through the course, and it'll let you know when they're completed, all of that. Okay. Zoho Vault, this is just a password manager. That's all it does. It allows you to create passwords and share credentials. So if you have a corporate company account, say you guys all use this external application, like a property management software, you can just store your password in there and you can create different levels of access. So if you're an admin, you have a password to this, or if you're a manager, you have a password to this, so on and so forth. Okay. We already went over Zoho Books, Zoho Inventory. This is where you're just going to track and manage all your inventory for hard goods. So even say you're not selling your goods directly, but you need to buy and purchase different goods for your operation. Say you install solar panels. You're going to want to keep all of your solar panel information and inventory right in here. It also allows you to keep track of your expenses in there, your stock. It allows you to send invoices directly from there. It works amazing. I love Zoho Inventory. It really simplifies the process of managing your products. It also will send you a notification if you ever get low on your inventory. So say you only have 10 whatever left. It'll send you a notification and let you know. The last one is Zoho Recruit. This works well with LinkedIn, Indeed, whatever platforms you can think of. It connects and allows you to post great information. It allows you to hire employees directly from there, communicate with candidates, send candidates information, all in Zoho Recruit. It's just amazing. I would highly recommend this if you're hiring anyone for your company, period. All right, everyone. Well, that is all of the apps. So let's see how many we went through. We went through 12-ish there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So whatever that is, 42 apps. Highly recommend Zoho One. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I can help you get all set up. I have my own consulting business, so if you need set up, please message me through YouTube, write a comment, like. But please, if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe. It really helps the channel out. I appreciate your time. Thanks and good night.